Oi, Captain. I think I see the bay. Oh, you might be right.
What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. And that's right, today we are setting our sails, we're making port in the bay, eBay, and we're going to pick ourselves up a bag of some pay dirt. Now this dirt comes to us from Idaho Gold Prospectors. I'll leave the link down below. If everything goes well, we'll leave a link down below. You can check that out and pick yourself up a bag. But otherwise, we're going to check that out right now. Now, the bag ships to us. A little padded manila folder. I already sliced it open. And here's what we got inside. We've got a letter, a gold vial, and a bag of some dirt. Now, it's just a little pinch of dirt. They do say, and they're very clear up front, it's an 8-ounce, half-pound bag. But here you go. Now I can already see a lot of black sands in there. I don't know if you can see that from this angle, but there's definitely some black sands in here. Gold pay dirt. So we're going to check this out. I'll go ahead and read the description for you just so you can know what we're working with here. Idaho Gold Hunters is who sells this. I think I dropped the vial. I'm back. Now let's take a look at what exactly we bought. Alright, so let's go ahead and read the description of what this dirt is and what we can expect out of it. I'll put it up here, maybe over here since I'm hanging off on this side of the screen. We'll put it up right here for you so you can read along. Now, don't have time to get out and prospect? We have you covered. Here's your chance to do some gold prospecting in Idaho without even leaving the house. Each bag is about 8 ounces of unsearched concentrates from the dredge cleanup and a glass gold vial to show off your new gold. Just to make sure nobody gets skunked, we have added gold to every bag. Tons of black sand in each bag, perfect for testing your cleanup units or for practicing your panning skills. Great for kids or the advanced gold prospector. We get out as much as we can, and so if our kits are out, or if we're out of kits, there'll be more on the way shortly. Alright, returns and all that. We don't return pay dirt. We review pay dirt. And we're going to find out right now if this is any good. So, let's hop over. We'll take a look at the dirt. There's not a whole lot in here. I mean, it's a half a pound of sand. A couple little larger pieces in there I can see. But honestly, I'm not even sure if this is worth classifying. I think we're just going to get it wet and run it down. So let's throw it in a pan and see what it looks like. Get her wet and find us some gold. Don't go anywhere. Alright. As Klesh would say, there's some gold in the pan. Now they tape it down. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of taping the thing down, just because oftentimes it becomes a hassle, but that one came off pretty easy, so can't complain too much. And this is the material that we're working with. It says it in the description that it's dredge concentrates. I don't know. Maybe. Looks a little bit worked on, crushed up. Not necessarily smooth sands that you'll find in the rivers. At least not the rivers I pan out. But there's some crushed dirt for you. Crushed quartz. Maybe could find a specimen in there possibly. Never know. Let's hit the magnet to it and see what we can pull up. Wow. Well, he warned on the description, or they warned on the description, and they weren't lying. There's definitely some black sands in there. Good amount of it in there, not too shabby. Boom. Go back into it. More black sands. So about a teaspoon of black sand. Not too bad, but again, this is only a ½ pound of material, so there shouldn't be that much black sand in here. It's not like it's beach sands or concentrates. I mean, I know the description says concentrates, but I don't know. But, you know, I don't know where the guy's getting his material from. Maybe this is what he works with. But it just doesn't feel like it's really rivery dirt. Anyways, there you go. That's the material we're going to be working. A little bit of that black sand over here on the side. Nothing too terrible, but definitely keep in mind. We'll get rid of it a little bit later. Mix it all back up. And there you go. Now let's get her wet, fire up the sluice, and find us some gold. Alright, we got this dirt all wetted up and ready to go. Boom. And sluice is ready to rock as well. So let's fire it up and dig in. Not a lot of material here, so it should go quick, but I'm going to speed things along so we can get on to it. So don't go anywhere. We're going to find us some gold. Pew! Alright, that's that. Let's shut her down. Let's see what we wound up with. Well, actually, before we do that, turn that back on. Let's officially get this black sands out of here. All right, now let's do this. Bring you guys with me. definitely seeing some gold in there. Not huge amounts, but this is a pretty small bag, so I think there's a reasonable expectations there. All right, well, let's get this cleaned up. Let's see what we got. All right, there's your gold, baby. Couple little chunky chunks, little pieces, no fly poop or anything like that. It's popping up. A lot of this material likes to float, not even just the gold. A lot of the sands are kind of floaty as well. I don't know if you can see it, but sands are really floaty in this stuff. Kind of weird. Light material, a lot of light material. But the shiny material is what we're after, and we definitely found some of that. So I'm going to get this snuffered up. We'll weigh it out, see what we got. And I'll give you guys a couple pictures. I'll give you a better idea of what it looks like. All right, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Gold's all dried up. Scale's ready to roll. Gold Paydirt from Idaho Gold Hunters on eBay. And yeah, man. Let's see what we found here. Turn that baby on. Hello. Wow. So, oh, that's ounces. Hold on. Let me put it in the right mode. There we go. Whew, that's a little bit better, but only a little bit. We wound up finding 0.105 grams of gold. So just a little bit. Not that impressive. They said they added gold. That's probably exactly that. The 0.105, a tenth of a gram. $30 bag of dirt. Huh. Well, all right. Let me take a couple pictures, and I'll be right back with the final words and the ROI. Welcome back, everybody. So, Idaho Gold Hunters. Little store I found on eBay. Half a pound of dirt. Cost me $29.95 for the bag, plus a little bit of shipping, so it was like $34 Let's talk about the dirt. The dirt looked to be quarry dirt, like all crushed up dirt, as opposed to, it was saying it was dredge concentrates. Usually dredge stuff is going to be a little bit more smoothed out, but maybe that's just the way the dirt is where he comes from there. It very well may be his dredge concentrates, but there was a lot of light material. Usually that doesn't seem to get caught up, at least not for me when I'm out processing dirt. So that's why I think it was just kind of like quarry dirt, some stuff that he got crushed up, threw together, and then threw a little bit of gold in it. which isn't a bad thing in itself, but there may or may not have actually been any gold in this dirt. It may not even be gold bearing pay dirt to begin with. And that's what we were buying. We're buying some gold bearing pay dirt from Dredge Concentrates is what it says. And I don't know. Either way, it was a very small amount, 8 ounces, but we knew that going in. And there was a fair amount of magnetic sands in there. A lot of magnetic sands in it, in fact. And I believe those were tossed in it as well. But overall, it was pretty easy dirt to go through. As long as you have a magnet, you can get that heavy stuff out of the way pretty easily. And everything else is just going to kind of pan out of the way. So that part wasn't too bad. So I agree with the part in the description where it says it's for beginners or advanced people. You can definitely learn some panning skills with it, or you can just practice it with this dirt. So now let's talk about the gold. 0.105 grams of gold. Not a whole lot of gold in there. It was all pretty much big flake, medium flakes. It was very light gold. It kept wanting to float out, which was a little bit weird for the size of the flakes, but it happens. But I just thought that was kind of weird that they kept wanting to float away and all that. Probably could have hit it with a little bit more jet dry, but either way, didn't lose any of the gold. It's all there. Just not a whole heck of a lot of it for a $30 basic bag. I'll go ahead and put up the little sign right here. The bag cost $29.95. We found 0.105 grams of gold. That's going to have a today value of $5.72, which is going to get us an ROI on this bag of about 19%. It's not skunked, but it ain't great. There was nothing really notable about the dirt. No inclusions. Well, there was the inclusion. You got a little gold vial. That's about $1, 50 cents. Would have rather have 50 cents in gold, but if you don't have a vial and you need somewhere to put the gold that you found, it's a cool inclusion, so that's good. But overall, that was about all that there was to it. Was it worth it? I don't think so. Only because it was only 19% return. It was a $30 bag of dirt, and we went through it really quick, so there wasn't a whole lot of entertainment value there. But there was definitely gold in it, so I can't say I got skunked. Would I buy it again? Probably not. I see what kind of gold's in there. It's not all that impressive. I think my money can go further elsewhere. So unfortunately, this one's a bit of a loss, but it is what it is. You got to take one to see what it's like and to know if it's somewhere you're going to be. Hopefully, if dude sees the video here, maybe he'll start throwing a little bit more gold in there, or spice them up just a little bit more to make it a little bit more interesting. But overall, it is what it is. There's a link below if you want to go look at a listing. And if you want to feel froggy and you just need to spend money somewhere on something, you can go buy a bag too. But I don't really recommend them. But that's on you. This has been my experience. You may have one different. Maybe somebody might find a plethora of gold in their bag and they'll be super stoked about it. Maybe there is some gold bearing material here. And I just got a crappy scoop. But either way, it's a bummer. $29.95, $5 back, 90% ROI. There you go. Anyways, don't forget to hit like on the video. And if you're not a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe as well. That way you don't miss any of my future content. Posting videos every weekend, live streams every Monday. So we're doing it out here in the shed, having a great time. So try not to miss out on that. And the way to make sure you don't is to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, if you're looking for prospecting gear or maybe some pay dirt, I occasionally have some on the Prospector Shop. www.backyardprospecting.com. Head to the Prospector Shop and you can find yourself prospecting gear as well as some pay dirt and other things that I occasionally will put on there as my interest wanes and goes towards whatever. So check that out, backyardprospecting.com, blah, 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 blah. But otherwise, just make sure to like the video here and tune in next time. This is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.